Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go. Right out of the gate on this Hump Day Wednesday. Of course, halfway through the work week, the weekend is in view. But before we start talking about the weekend weather, we've got a little speed bump we've got to get through today, talking about the opportunity of rain, heavier rain, some flooding concerns developing, and there may even be a few hits of severe weather as we go through today, tonight. I do want to get you caught up on those details. Then we will talk about the weekend because, of course, we've still got that strong Canadian cold front on the way. It's going to be arriving on Sunday. And by the way, it's looking a little bit chillier now as well. Again, latest details on that coming up. But this would be your Wednesday. Notice how the rain and storm opportunities, the probabilities here, notice how they increase through the day. Here in the Metroplex, again, through a lot of the daylight hours, I think we're going to remain mostly dry. Could be a few showers around. We'll talk about that. But then we'll have a real deal wave of rain and storms moving in a little bit later on. And again, you can see your daytime high there in the lower 80s. So flood watch in effect here. This is for all of our western counties. And again, there may be an opportunity, especially in the counties in green you see here, of 2 to maybe even up to 5 inches of rain as we go through today and into this evening and tonight as well. Here's kind of the leading edge of some activity now moving into our western counties. It's going to be this complex right here that just very slowly, as we go through the day, as we go through this evening, and even as we go through tonight, it's going to very slowly push off to the east, but it's going to continue to kind of regenerate back to the west as well. So what you're seeing now, it's only going to expand geographically, and especially along the leading edge. The deeper we get into today, this evening, there may be some stronger, maybe even some severe weather that tries to kind of develop embedded within that as well. The overall concern, though, also, again, is going to be that heavier rain that does move in and the opportunity of rain lasting a little bit longer, meaning the hours of possible rain lasting a little bit longer in our western counties. That's why the rain probabilities and rainfall amount projections are higher out there. And again, also, of course, why we have that flood watch out there as well. This is the culprit. And of course, we've been talking about this now for the last 3 days. It's all about this big, deep storm trough. And again, this is coming out now as we go through the day today. A lot of rising motion, right? You see that area of white, almost looks like a little water hose being sprayed there, right? That's all rising motion, vertical upward motion. And again, that's going to lead to the opportunity of rain and storms as we go through the day. Because of all of that factored in, the Storm Prediction Center now looking at this carefully, and they have went ahead and drawn on some red. This would be an opportunity of severe weather for our western counties. It does include the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Wind up to 60 miles per hour, up to quarter-size hail would be a concern. There is a very minimal, there's a very minimal opportunity of a tornado warning or two in our western and southwestern counties. Again, the overall probabilities are relatively low, but again, a few of those storms could try and come up to severe levels. And again, we'll watch that very low end tornado probability as we go through the day. So here we go. This is taking you through the afternoon. You can see the activity lingering in our western counties through most of the day. As we get into the late evening, into the overnight, it'll begin to push into the Metroplex. And you can see here, it appears as though it really begins to energize, right? The deeper we get into the evening, you could even see the potential of maybe some bowing, which would indicate some wind coming into the Metroplex. So again, the opportunity of heavy rain, number one, but again, even the opportunity of some severe weather does appear to be in the forecast. Then the further east it gets, it appears as though it begins to decrease some as we go through the overnight. So our eastern counties, you folks still have an opportunity of rain, yes, but the bottom line is it's going to be just a little bit lighter over there. These are the high-res rainfall projections. Again, yes, 2 to 5 possible in our western counties. Locally here in the Metroplex, about 1 to 2. And again, also about 1 to 2 over in our eastern counties as well. So as we go through the day today, again, depending on who sees rain, who doesn't through the daylight hours, again, 70s to 80s, it's a 100% rain opportunity, again, spreading east as we go through the day. And if you are trying to make any kind of Wednesday evening plans, I would plan on an unsettled evening, again, with rain and storm opportunities increasing through the evening. There we go through the overnight, 60s, 70s, and again, even for tomorrow, Thursday, more in the way of 80s with the rain and thunderstorm activity trying to taper off as we go through the afternoon. Could be a few lingering showers, though, on Thursday, even into Friday, again, kind of just more unsettled, so to speak. Here comes that Canadian cold front, though, on Sunday. Should be a pretty decent round of rain. Could even be some heavier rain with that. And look at those temperatures trending down. 53 is now my forecasted high on Monday.